Namaskar.
Pranam. Very good evening. I welcome you all to the second day of two-day international webinar on sustainability amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Yesterday, we discussed mostly about health-related issues. Today, in our technical session 2, we will try to cover other aspects of sustainable development, for example, socio-economic issues, environment-related issues, psychological issues, exercise, physical fitness, etc. Very soon, we'll start our technical session 2. Prior to get into technical session 2, I would like to introduce our guests present with us in the studio. Well, our Honorable IQSC Coordinator, Dr. Suparna Sen, present with us. Our Honorable Speaker, Dr. Sandip Poddar from Malaysia, he is present with us. Dr. Suman Dash, my joint convener, Head Department of Botany, present with us. So we will start our technical session 2. Our first speaker is Dr. Sandip Poddar from Malaysia. I would like to invite Dr. Suman Dash to introduce Dr. Sandip Poddar. Over to Dr. Suman Dash.
Thank you. Dr. Sandip Poddar, our first speaker today, is presently Senior Research Director and Executive Editor, Publications of Lincoln University College, Malaysia. He did his master's from Dayalbagh Educational Institute, Agra, with distinction. He then completed his PhD from Vivekananda Institute of Medical Sciences on cytotoxicity, and to be noted that he worked under Professor Archana Sharma Madam of Calcutta University. After completing PhD, he pursued postdoctoral research in different projects on hemoglobinopathies and oral cancer. He has published more than 50 international research papers, filed several patents, and has organized many international conferences. He is also very actively associated with publications of books and journals in Malaysia as well as in India. He has initiated the International Journal of Advancement in Life Sciences Research. He has acted as the Director of Operations and Deputy Vice Chancellor at the Lincoln University College for more than 1 year. He has got Best Research Advisory Award by Indian Academic Researcher Association in 2019. Active member of many renowned academic bodies, Dr. Sandip Poddar is Founder Assistant Secretary of Dr. Taraknath Poddar Memorial Foundation, Kolkata. Today, his topic is Impact of COVID-19 on Health, Environment, and Economic Sustainability. Over to Dr. Poddar, please.
Namaskar and thank you. Good evening to all of you. I first thank Professor Dr. Anurada Ghosh, teacher in charge of Charuchandra College, and of course Dr. Suparna Sen, IQC coordinator of Charuchandra College. She is present here along with us today. And also, without mentioning the proper persons, it is my great thank to Dr. Suman Das and Dr. Kaushiki Chakraborty, who are very instrumental to organize this event in this tough period. Thank you, sir. And I just share my screen. Okay, sir. So you can see my screen? Everybody can see? Suman sir, Dr. Suman?
Yes, it is visible. Please proceed.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And very good evening again. And it is the second day of international webinar on sustainability amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. And it is, again, I am telling, it is organized by Department of Botany, Geology and IQC cell of Charuchandra College. And it is a collaborative effort. And I cannot mention all of the organizers' name, and then it will be running for that only. So I am again thankful for giving me this platform to share my views along with you in this August gathering. Thank you, sir. And impact of COVID-19 on health, environment, and economic sustainability. I will discuss something which all of us know, and we may be not giving so much importance on that aspects. It is, let us see. This one, all know that it is today's data. It is taken at 7:27 Malaysian time, means updated time, not Malaysian time. Just before 10-15 minutes, I have taken this data. World global case and global death. In India, the data is like this. Malaysia, data is like this. 9,000 only. But Malaysia is a small country. But I'll come to discussion on these matters. So you can see, when we analyze the data, today's data, the world global death percentage is 3.63. India 1.96, and Malaysia 1. Not maybe calculation mistake, maybe okay, 1.36. So it is official data, and we don't know unofficially how much the exact case. But when I am seeing this data, as all of us observing, that this data death rate is becoming less. Previously, it was more than 5%. Now it become 3.63%. There are certain reasons, of course. Yes, because we don't know how to handle, how to tackle that time, and we don't have the proper backup to cure. So many persons dying. Now maybe we are aware, so the death rate is getting less. Now, this picture, many of you have received maybe by WhatsApp or Facebook. And what is this picture? If you can understand that this is a picture of oil tankers beside the countries in the sea. Because for the low demand of the oil, because for lockdown, because for lockdown, all the oil tankers cannot pass the oil, deliver the oil beside in the pipelines of the countries. So all oil tankers are halted beside the sea, and you can understand the oil price go down. In Malaysia itself, it is an oil producing country. Previously we buy the oil 2.3 ringgit only. It means around 50 rupees in Indian currency, if you can tell. So 2.3 ringgit. Now the Malaysian fuel price is 1.68 ringgit. So the total drop down of the oil price, because for the less of demand and supply is more. For that reason, Saudi government make less production of the oil. They already make mandate last time. It is long back, so that if there are no buyers for the barrel, then there is no reason for the market to cheer the cut. Means if we cut also, means the production, still we are in same phase. For this, we know already that there is a global recession and this great lockdown, there is a contraction of economic what you call regime by 3%, more than that. And what is the condition? I am just giving an example in Malaysia, that Malaysian airport, before lockdown, there are many flights. In different state also, Malaysia, the people go by flight. And different countries, Singapore, Brunei, Indonesian persons, they usually go via Kuala Lumpur to other state because that is cheaper. From Indonesia, from one place to another is more costlier than they go by the tail. So there is a decrease in the total close down of the flights, and that closing down of the flights causing this emptiness. It is not only the flight is closing, it is closing the jobs of the flight related persons. Means the cabin crew, pilot, air hostess, ground staff, engineers, cleaners, all, and food suppliers, ticket seller, tourism, means what you call the agents for ticket supplier, all these jobs shut down. So there is a very much bad impression in tourism also. This is a Batu Cave, one of the famous tourist place, picture, temple, and many persons gather every day. But due to lockdown, the condition is like this. And in Malaysia, I should mention that due to lockdown and also movement control order in Malaysia, they don't allow any temple, any tourist place, any mosque, any church to open. Even the Eid celebration was just passed. The mosque door is closed. Nobody can enter. This is very strict measure Malaysian government take. Not like in India that people can go to temple and going for worship and etc. They get affected. No, in Malaysia, they cannot go. Still now, in last only 26 July, they allow the temples to open and operate with maintaining social distance. But they give strict order, no foreigners are allowed. Because there are many foreigners are there, they also go for mosque and they also go for temples. So already cut the foreigners, means there is a less person will go to the temple and mosque. If the foreigner, they will allow later on. So accordingly, all these parks and etc., they are now opening slowly, one by one. Like university now opened, but online. School opened, half online, half student coming to class, half student online. Next week, half student coming to class, next other half in online. So like that, they are maintaining the distance. But all these conditions is leading to joblessness. You can understand, in BBC News, there are 120 million people in India was jobless in May month. So in here also, last month, AirAsia fired one pilot, our known person, and that person jumped from his rooftop and killed himself because his salary was 30,000 ringgit, around 5 lakh Indian currency per month, very high salary. And that person suddenly lose job. They told no need to join, and he is pilot. He cannot do other job as per his thinking. So he has some other commitment also. He cannot do that commitment, and he become depressed and committed suicide, leaving his old mother and also wife, children alone. So this is the scenario where we are means very much affected by this COVID pandemic. And this is the economic projection, and you can understand that it is so much depression in the GDP, global recession, that never happened within last maybe 50 or 100 years. So there is a health condition we should know, physical and mental. As we are in lockdown condition in India and other countries, we know what happening. We are restricting our movement to outside. We cannot do exercise. I have seen the picture in Mumbai, the beach, the persons go for morning walk with wearing mask. In India, one of my students, as lecturer in Ashutosh College, she was telling me, sir, here nobody is listening anything. Ashutosh College, she go for submitting the answer script to Calcutta University. And she told that beside that, fuchka stall is open, people is playing football in the ground. So there is no lockdown at all maintaining by the people. So these persons are, if they are maintaining lockdown, they have to stay inside the house. And that sedentary habit will create some physical hazards. Like myself, gaining weight, I cannot get food as per my choice always. Like every day, if I cannot get fresh vegetable, I have to store, and fresh vegetables cannot store for longer time. So we have to go for staple food like rice, potato, etc. And we cannot get fresh, fresh vegetables every day, fruits, etc. So there is a change of diet, and that change of diet will reflect in our physical health condition. We will become obese little bit, and we can develop certain other diseases also with this obesity. So while talking about these things physical, I'm not showing any slide. You can understand that, you can feel the thing happening. But in this recession, as I told, causing depression. My next speaker, I think Dr. and Mrs. Das is there. They are from psychology background and sports background. They will give more illustration about the exercise, need of exercise, and mental health must be, I think so. But what I am telling, this economic recession, joblessness causing depression among us. And this depression is termed in WHO as black dog syndrome. You can see black dog video in WHO website. This dog is nothing but always with us. They don't leave us easily. And when these dogs control us, the shadow control us, then we are depressed totally. We are under the dog. But we should not go under the dog. Dog should be under us. What we tell, the dog should listen. So that way, we have to control our mind. If we cannot control, if we go like this, then we are under the depression condition. And our mental health already under this condition. So as far as physical health gone, same way our mental health also gone. You must be, all of us as joking last few months back, that some countries playing guitar, playing in India they're playing thali. What is this? The government telling, light up the candle. What is this? Is it the virus going to die? No. These are the simple techniques that is implemented for awareing the public, the local persons, the know how they don't know what is corona. They even don't know the Prime Minister's name. So why they are beating the thali? They understand there is a certain cause. What is the cause? Somebody may ask, and by that they understand the corona. They have to make distance. They never told that go and make procession in the road and make the thali bajao. But people go because they don't know. There lies the cause of this type of initiative in the mental growth and mental awareness among the people. Now after 2-3 months or 6 months, nobody is going to tell bajao thali, bajao, light up the candle. Nobody is telling. Why? Because now no need. Because already everybody know what is corona. So, but still there are some things I'll discuss. So depression, we know, is a mood of disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness. All of us depressed little bit. We feel sad. Somebody in the bus feeling this sadness, emptiness, angry outburst. You can understand this angry outburst in the bus or tram. Many persons shout that why the bus is running slow. Then we feel somebody, many of us feeling sleep disturbance like myself, changes in appetite, and anxiety, trouble thinking of decision making, etc. So these are all causing anxiety and depression, and that leads to diabetes, blood sugar, and cardiovascular diseases. Of course, these all hamper totally. If our nerve is not strong, your brain is not working, we are brain death, means our death. A person is not die until the brain is alive. And as brain is under not our control, then we are die already. So, in this context, I must involve Professor Dr. Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning. He told logotherapy. And this logotherapy book, he write in the prison of World War. Everybody dying in that prison. All the friends, all the family members die. But he is survived because he has the motivation to write this book. And that is the reason, means logos means reason for living. So, one of the friend of Victor come to Victor and tell 31st March I will be released. But when 20th March he see that I cannot get released, so he become depressed. 25th he stopped taking food, and 31st he died. So there is a motivational approach and reasons for living. And these depression, no doctors can cure. When I don't have money, I don't have food, I already become depressed. So much talking I am talking, somebody don't take dinner, somebody don't take lunch, they will not listen to my talk or anybody's any suggestion. He want food first. As you can see, the Ampung in Bengal, many persons become homeless. Some persons go with the, with the necessary things, with rice, dal, and everything. But when distribution finished, one lady come by swimming and told, where is my thing? Please give me something. So this is the condition. They cannot think about this corona and they cannot be depressed because I don't have a house, etc. They have to swim to get the food. Understand? Home already gone. They are staying in school buildings. If we don't go, you can understand the situation. So, the small business, it's okay. The completely natural for the business operators and staffs to be experiencing a range of stressful thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Even if there is business are not directly affected by measures, the control of spread of COVID-19 is needed. So, you understand, when the small business, many business close down, like the tailors, they don't have job, etc. Many things happen. But our five finger is not equal. Every person thinks in different angle. Many persons thinking, okay, this person is talking this, means there is something in behind this. Another person thinking, no, this person is talking very nice. So every person thinking different. And you cannot satisfy everybody. And you cannot understand what they are thinking. So no two people will react in exactly same manner when same time, but it is important to prepare the information about the things to all. Okay, and supports are needed. Whenever is needed, we have to give support. That support may be services or resources, whatever, or offer other business. Okay, so we have to give support for this purpose. Now, when talking about this lockdown, before Corona, in last December or last Durga Puja, we have in comfort zone. We think, oh, very nice. There is no problem at all. But when Corona come, we are in fear zone. After that, lockdown start, we are in learning zone. Not that lockdown will go chase away the virus. Now many persons is laughing. Why India is doing 2 days lockdown, 3 days lockdown, and other days open? Because for the economy, the people will don't have any food, they don't have any job. How persons will die? Many persons will die for that also. So they cannot lock down for all 24 hours. They have to give relax. In Malaysia also they give morning 8 to night 8 only people can go out during lockdown time. After that cannot every day. Because only and go out for 2 kilometers only and only for food, not for go out office and etc. Not allowed. But India cannot close office like that way. Office closed also last 1-2 months. But the people don't care. They don't have the fear and they don't learn. They're still in the comfort zone. They think, yes, I can go to market, I can go talk, I can get fuchka. Now also they are taking that same thing. They're doing the same work. Now, after passing the learning zone, we are in growth zone. We understand that our virus will not go away. Yesterday, I was attending one of the seminar in Egypt, and one of the professor giving lecture from Spain. Another professor was asking question. You know, our Professor Dhrubajyoti Chattopadhyay also given talk in that conference 1 day back. So I was just watching what they are talking. Person asked, sir, the coronavirus previously also there, now also there, but now people dying because it is mutated. All of our botany and zoology, everybody know what is mutation. So we know very well what is mutation. So it is mutated virus, RNA virus. When the mutation virus is there, their cover also mutated. And as soon as there is 10, 15 variety of RNA virus, we cannot develop the vaccine so easily. Like in case of dengue, we cannot still develop. Still dengue with us, we cannot develop the vaccine. Same way, we cannot get hepatitis A vaccine have, B vaccine have, C vaccine have. How many vaccine you will get to take? Influenza vaccine, influenza A, SARS, many things vaccines are there. So it is very much effective, and we know already that corona is going to stay with us. Like malaria, like dengue, it will also stay with us. But how we can tackle it? That is the new normal era. Here, Criff model of Kubler-Ross. First, we deny that yes, it is from China, it is in colder country, it will not affect the hot region. Then when it is affect, we are frustrated. Then we get depressed. But after that, we understand, yes, the vaccine also not coming, medicine also not there, and we know already, whoever is a science person, they know 15, 20 years before that vaccine or medicine cannot be developed so easily. First go to animal testing, then microbiology testing, then go for trial, then come. Now suddenly some available drug like hydroxychloroquine, we giving trial to the patient, directly to the patients, and found that it is not effective. So there is a bargaining going on, how we can handle this situation. Then we accept, yes, corona will stay with us, I am also with corona. So we can go like this way. So we understand. That is a learning zone. But if we don't understand and do this acceptance, yes, corona will stay, so I go and make hugging with everybody and split, like Gandhiji told, that if all the Indian split, the whole India will be covered by splitting. Like that. So that is the very bad condition. So we should understand that thing, and we must come out from this comfort zone. Like in Malaysia, they are maintaining this type of situation. They're entering, there is a distance, they're taking thermal scanning, then only you can go inside, and mask wearing is compulsory from now. Then also now 1st August, they make more compulsory. And this makes shift in demand. The health workers are working, they need PPE, and they are working 24 hours. And you can understand that how much hot inside this PPE sheet. If you wear a plastic coat and jacket, you can understand. So if the person wearing the raincoat, then they understand what is there inside going on. They are supporting the health worker like police, etc. They are supporting 24 hours because less staff they cannot have. Like Ampung, the people is complaining. They are going protest to beside the what you call the offices, the police office. Why electricity is not there? How electricity will be there? Who is the person will cover up the service? There is no person. Hospital, I am going. Why there is no doctor? How the doctor will be there? Because doctor also going to be affected, and affected also. Many doctors died, expired. So, and they don't have the family. Yes, they are also human being. So they are human. Who will their baby? Who will take care? It is a cartoon I taken. So it is the real condition of the health workers. Previously, we telling our children no need to use phone. Like we are in old age, we are in watching black and white TV last time. Our TV, my father and everybody told, don't watch TV from nearby. Take 10 feet distance and watch. Now, I am talking in computer within 1 hand distance. So, we are allowing the children to use the internet and mobile phones in their hand. This is a change. Now, this is the sweetest animal. You can see the picture, and all of you might be loving this picture. This is mink. Mink, the zoology and botany, all the people are here. So I am sharing this slide with you. Mink is oil is used for some medicinal products and for cosmetics, as well as to treat, preserve, and making waterproof leather. Mink lipstick, leather bag, this type of furry leather, very nice. So we culture this mink, and there is a farms. There are many farms are there in the whole world that culturing this means doing this business. What happened during this lockdown? You can see this paper is from Science report. Due to this coronavirus outbreak, they have trace out that the mink farm worker have been affected. And they found out it is the spreading cause is the mink itself. So, kill 1 million official in August. It is the news. So, how many mink have been killed, just killed? And many farms become empty. In Switzerland, also in Netherlands, New Zealand, all this country maintaining Netherlands, sorry, not New Zealand, Spain and Netherlands. This is as per the news. So they are killing the minks, the farms that are closing down also. In India, Mumbai, they're killing the chicken, poultry parts mercilessly. Because why? Because the people think that if we take chicken, the SARS means the SARS, as per the previously we know this is a bird-borne disease, so COVID will affect us. So kill. We don't taking food. We don't take chicken. So chicken have to kill, and many persons become jobless also on this context. It is a wrong conception, and for that also the what you call the poultry become in danger. Now, due to lockdown, the zoo animals cannot get food. We cannot supply food. So, kill one animal and feed that animal to others. Same thing, not only in Indonesia, all country. German Jew also, same. BBC News, you can understand. In April. So there is no option left to survive. Sacrifice one to get one living. We cannot think that everybody will survive. So somebody have to be sacrificed. Something have to sacrifice. If we think every day we go market, we get fresh vegetable, we get mutton, we get chicken, no. Answer is no. We cannot get that one. We have to be restricted. And there lies the challenge. You can understand there are many persons working to give us support during this lockdown, like we are going online. There are many semiconductor devices, etc. needed. So they have to go for job. They have to produce these things for us. Same thing, the Grab food driver and etc. They also have to survive. Means they have to give the food to the old persons who cannot go out for marketing. They cannot cook also. The cook cannot come. So many persons suffering. Mumbai also, we have heard that now the heavy raining, many persons are in stuck down condition, and many persons affected. Like one of my school friend staying one of the apartment, he telling that apartment already sealed. I asked, what is the condition of rain? No, we are staying in upper floor. Down floor is flooded. Now he is also relaxed because nothing to do. Now in other countries like in Malaysia, they have thermal scanning in every entrance. In shopping mall, they have the scanner. So whoever is entering in that place in that time is recorded. If any person is reported positive, where he traveled last 1 week, they trace out. And whoever is there in that time in that shop, they all become isolated. They have this coding is scanned directly to Minister of Health, Malaysia. And this is very much effective. And for that, Malaysian death rate is controlled to 125 and it is still below 9,000. And everything is opening slowly because the infection rate is below 10 or 10 like that every day. But this is a small country. That is possible. But India also can possible if all persons think what is the reason of stopping train. Yes, stopping train, they don't preventing the spreading of the disease to community level at the villages. If the village also get affected, our supply of food, everything gone. No support is there for this COVID. We must understand. There is no medicine, only taking care for few days. And in government hospital, means public hospital, private hospitals in Bangalore or any, I don't taking the name, the costing is 10 lakh rupees per head. Who can bear this? Now there is some insurance also there, but who can bear that 6,000, 7,000 rupees of corona coverage? That also very difficult. So only thing is prevention and not to spread. So these are the scanning, like our university gate also this one have. You can understand, you can see the name Lincoln University College. Before we enter in the campus, we must scan, and that is scanned and recorded like this, received in where you entering, what time, everything is recorded in the government portal of state, Selangor state. Selangor we are living, so it is the Selangor state. So as I told, there is a shift of demand and production also different, that need of more gloves, more PPE, mask, etc. So there is a mass production. There is a positive effect of new business coming up, like the online, same. There is robotic robotic thermal scanner in Singapore airport. There is courier service in China, and also robotic, automatic. They have launched in our next door, the means Paradigm Mall, the shopping mall. When you enter, you have to give the thermal scanner and go enter. The guard is sitting. If they don't have the mobile phone for scanning this code, they have to write the temperature in this hard copy and can go in with the time. And in India also, the ministry have this one not for COVID. They have already simulation lab. So we may be having. They have to think that for education, we have to think that we have to shift to the simulation lab in spite of the practical. Before like that, in our time, we are used to cut the shark, etc. calories. Now it is already stopped. So like that way, we have to shift more towards the simulation lab, etc. Sir, how much time we have? Sir? Dr. Das?
You continue. Enough time.
5 minutes, okay?
No,
Okay,
you can continue for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You can continue
Okay,
for 10
okay.
minutes.
Thank
10
you,
to 15 minutes. Okay.
So, okay. Because if I'm not boring, then okay.
No.
Otherwise, everybody will
It's an
be
interesting
angry.
topic. Such a vast area.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, and now I am just showing you World Health Organization slide that about the mental health. So what we have to do in this lockdown period, we have to keep our mental health proper so that we can support ourselves first, then we can support others. Just before joining this meeting, I was in a meeting of Indian Accounting Association of Tiruchirappalli branch, and accounting, you understand, and there was Manoj Thakur, like that type of person, and that they are discussing about tax, etc. So this taxation, etc., giving a pressure on us, economical pressure. So we have to be keep informed how we can tackle this, keep informed that what is going on in whole world, how we can spread, means stop the spreading of these type of things, etc., etc. Then have a routine in our daily life. Every time go up early, etc. Maintain personal hygiene first. Now in this lockdown, I have seen, all of you have seen that there are masks coming up with light. There are masks with opening. There are masks with design, with what you call different types of design of thread or chumki or in many things. But can we think that if we buy a mask with light, can I wash it? No. If I go outside of the house and after coming that from the house, I am not throwing the mask and the clothes in the washing machine or wash that one, then there is no use to wear mask. In microbiology, one of my senior doctor, well-known microbiologist in Calcutta, he told, I don't know that aware about that also. Many of us don't aware. I know surely in this gathering, many of you don't know that tie is a major source of bacteria. For that, microbiologists are not allowed to wear tie in the lab because we don't wash tie. We wash our clothes, we wash our everything, but we don't wash our tie. 1 year, 2 years, we don't wash. That is the source of bacteria. So microbiologists are not allowed to wear tie. Clear? So accordingly, mask, if we don't wash, there is no use. When I'm giving talk, I am touching my face with this hand. So I am touching my body also. So same way, when I touching the body, that germs also coming here. Not only that mask is covering the germ, body also, this shirt also covering the germ. So every time when we go out, we have to come in every time we have to wash everything. Not that keep one separated and cannot wash. Even we have to take shower. Every type of precaution we have to take. Okay. So now I also keep healthy food, as I told that when we are in lockdown condition, very difficult to get food. We cannot go market every day. We cannot get fresh vegetable as per our choice. But we have to control our diet and think about that, how we can cover up our balanced diet and then move accordingly. Exercise regularly. Main thing, exercise. Our next speakers are from sports background, I have seen. So they may tell about these things more. Yoga, exercise, there are many things can do, dance, anything you can do. But exercise only the solution to keep the depression away. No medicine can cover up. After you take medicine dose will be increasing. But it will affect the whole body, whole nervous system. If I exercise only, it will chase away the depression. So exercise regularly, allocate time for working and also to other works. Enjoy your life with everybody. Like we are talking and everything, we must enjoy. Otherwise, we feel more depressed. Clear? So there is a minimize our news feed. Then social contact, as I told, we have to keep more social contact. Alcohol, many person think that okay, we take alcohol, everything will be all right. No need to think about anything. Go and queue up. No. WHO also told, because in Iran and other countries, many people die for alcohol consumption during this COVID lockdown. They think, okay, drink alcohol, it will chase away the COVID. Like one of the country's president told, drink sanitizer, it will sanitize your body. It is not that he told to drink. He only symbolically told, if you drink sanitizer, what will happen to you? You understand? But the common people think, yes, if I drink sanitizer, it will go. Not like that way. We have to think what is the reason behind it, and what he is telling, the information, what he is going to give. Screen time, we have to minimize because we are all working on this. Video games, no. Social media also, we have to check what if there is any mistake, wrong information, we should make it correct. Okay, we don't tell that yes, this government have taken wrong information, giving this step. Government is getting step, not that government. There is a defined suggestive advisory committee. They giving the advice to the government, not that WHO told that okay, stop hydroxychloroquine test. Because many doctors experimented, they are found in Nigeria that coronavirus can, if we give the medicine of hydroxychloroquine, it is causing cardiovascular arrest. So don't use. Accordingly, WHO changed their mindset. No trial on with hydroxychloroquine anymore. So like that, if social media, any person giving any comment, make it correct. I have corrected it, and that person blocked me. Help others. Suppose I am going to market, if anybody is affected or anybody cannot go out, I can bring market for her or him. It is not that, come, you go also with me. No, not like that. Help him. Next day he go out, you don't go out. And support the health workers because they are the human being. So you can understand this lockdown period. One of my friend, my colleague previously, in Facebook, he post April 9. What he is doing? No job. His background have small land, so he make himself this busy and make it farmed by himself. He not that any normal person. He also working in Ministry of Education Malaysia. So you can see next after 30th April already the vegetables grow. He make the ground, cut all the bamboos, make the thread every side, fencing, etc. Then after 15 days, means after 20 days, all the vegetable grow up. Not only he, many friends doing this. Another person sent me, yes, I put this lockdown a what you call lime tree, and now lime already grow. So these are the things we can involve ourselves and occupy our brain and exercise that way. Not that we think, okay, we have to go and only talk about this ministry and medical doctors when vaccine will be discovered, etc., etc. Not such things. We maintain our distance, we do our part. And we must know life is a game. Many of you have seen this slide. Life is a game. Every ball have opportunity to, and every life have a challenge. Not that without challenge we are expecting anything to come up. So every ball have the opportunity to hit six. If we cannot hit six, there can be boundary. If we cannot hit boundary also, if we don't score anything also, that will lead other persons to stay in the crease. So this is a very effective message, and we must not leave the crease before we are bound to do that. And we are not going to leave the crease until we lose the game. We play and we may lose. That is different issue. We play like dinosaurs also play their role. They lose the game. Cockroaches play their role. They win. Many reptiles, we all know, going for hibernation for months. The ant take food, store. They don't go out in the rainy season outside. 3 months, one snake don't take food. One turtle don't take food. How they survive? They stay in the house. Same way, lockdown, maintain your necessity only. Don't go out unnecessary. And if go out, maintain proper distance and proper precautions, how we can handle. So this way only we can survive and we can maintain our healthy lifestyle. And I can give example, long time back, there are films like Castaway, etc. So one person was left inside one of the island. There is no food, nobody to talk. He was talking with a coconut, but he survived. This is a film only, but the theme is very much effective. So we must not leave the game. And Dr. Viktor Frankl told, when we are no longer able to change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. So we cannot change that COVID will not go away. We have to wear masks. We have to make social distancing. We have to keep ourselves protected from this disease or any other disease, not only COVID. During COVID, malaria may happen, dengue may happen, other things also may cause problem. So we must be informed and we must take precaution on every aspect. As I told, food habit also we can make feel sick. We can make fatty liver disease by the alcohol consumption. We can make other blood sugar level high. Many things can happen. So keep yourself safe and change our lifestyle with the new normal era. So we must know Charles Darwin, as all of us as zoology and botany student, struggle for existence and survival of the fittest. Who will tell? Only nature will tell who will be selected by nature, not us. We are not that to judge. With this, I must again thank to Department of Botany, Department of Zoology, and IQCSL of Charuchandra College, Kolkata, for inviting me and giving me this platform to speak with you and share my views. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. And eye-opening deliberation. I would say very broad spectrum coverage. It was a so vast area to discuss about, and you are the right person. That's all this economy, all these. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And now it is time for our question session. Dr. Chakraborty, please share some selected questions. Dr. Chakraborty.
Okay, which type of mask is more preventive nowadays? Rama Chatterjee asking on the screen. Sir, I can answer now.
Yes, yes.
Yes, actually, there are mask is there, as I told. If I think that yes, for the health workers, they need to wear the N16 what you call mask, etc. But for normal person, we cannot afford that type of mask. We must cover our face with any type of mask available. If disposable, we have to dispose it, and because the disposable mask is preferable because it has 3 layers. So, but if we don't have also, we can use cloth mask, at least protect ourselves and wash that. Again, reuse. Because sometimes we don't have so much money to buy everybody don't have that so much resources. So, and also that mask we are wearing, and when we are opening that mask, we are not cleaning our clothes. That is the source. So same time, mask and cloth. So clothes we cannot throw, we have to wash. So mask also same. So we have to use any type of mask. Mask is compulsory, but preferably every 3 layer good. Okay, any other question? Okay, Rubina Parveen. Why COVID 2019 and HIV are called retrovirus? So Dr. Suman sir also can reply, I think. Because these are the RNA virus and there are many types of mutations, as I told, many variations are there. So they can change their structure, the coat. As soon as the coat change, the antibody receptor also change. So as soon as it is changed, the lock and key function is not there. So the vaccine or medicine cannot affect. So this is the condition. Okay, Rupayan Chatterjee. Nowadays, main problem is that dislocation of motivation or lack of attention due to this pandemic situation from our regular studies. So, sir, asking you how to overcome this condition. Okay, Mr. Rupayan, as I told, everywhere there is opportunity. Before this lecture, I am sure you don't know about mink and mink lipstick. Before I come to Malaysia, I don't know fig industry is a big industry. Fig, the dubur, very much spongy and very nicely juicy fruit. It is exporting to other countries. In Indonesia, they culture the pig and supply to Singapore. So palm oil produced from Malaysia go to India. Why? They're making soap. They're making the margarine. So Malaysia export palm oil to other countries. Salmon fish cultured in the sea. Lot area is blocked and they make different types of color of salmon fish by giving different types of crustacea. Colored crustacea. If we give red flesh, like the chicken egg. What the chicken feed, the egg will be like that type of color. So there are many opportunities. Don't fix yourself that I will get this. Yes, if you fix yourself that I will get, you can get it, achieve it. Whatever you think, you will be. But if you cannot get that, there is something is there we can get. If I am delivering a lecture, I think everybody not listening, so I not deliver. I will keep quiet and just watching 1 hour. Can possible because somebody is not listening, but that is not my thinking. I have to deliver my part. Then whatever is returned, it will get. There is many options. There is no such thing that one job is there. Okay. If I don't get job, another person will get another job. Okay. Okay. Again, one question is there. Rubina Parveen. It is well known that human pathogenic RNA containing viruses such as HIV, COVID, etc. are much more virulent than those of human pathogenic DNA containing virus. Why? Because the change of the structure. DNA virus, we know already that this is the structure and the body knows we can produce the virus and etc. The pathogen is what you call the medicine and vaccines. But For the RNA, it's not so easy. The RNA is directly generating the protein. So protein can be different types, proteomics, because there is 3 types: genomics, proteomics, and what you call, from genomics to proteomics we are shifting for all the study in biological research. Now still we cannot develop any medicine for cancer. Why? Because it is a abnormal thing, and we don't know what abnormality the cancer will give. Whole world doing research on cancer. Any medicine still? No. Same thing. We don't know what will going to happen. Okay, next question from Shumi Mondal. Can COVID-19 spread through the eyes? No. It is a respiratory disorder. If it is go inside the nose or in the mouth, inside our respiratory system, it is affecting inside the respiratory system first, as per the information from every sources. But when we talking, many times we are giving hand in eye, in the face. So from here to here is very less distance. So if the virus is here, it can go inside here also. Okay, next is Shunanda Adhikari asking, is it rumored that consuming little alcohol will help to make the immunity little better and so corona will not affect? Yes, it is opposite. If we drink alcohol, it will less our immunity. We are getting our liver affected, our pancreas affected. We have only one liver, only one pancreas. We don't have two. If one time our insulin and glucagon production is imbalanced, our pancreas cell is affected, the person will die. The person with diabetes, you have not seen maybe. Person with diabetes only have a fat belly, no hand, no leg. The bone degenerates. They cannot move. I have seen the diabetic patient cannot go himself to toilet because her leg and hand is become like this. Only fat belly, like mine. So diabetes is a very bad problem, and if alcohol, it in spite of giving these type of things, raise unnecessary. You cannot take food. If you consume alcohol, the food means the appetite will go. So the protein consumption, every balanced diet consumption is gone. So previously it is suggested who is taking alcohol, take mutton, something, because protein will supplement. Same thing, when we taking some painkiller, we are advised to take anti-hydroxy acid. So the hydroxy ion will not produce. So these are all different types of biochemical reactions. If we going to discuss, then it will be another history, ecology chapter, I think. So, and next is Rupayan Chatterjee again. Secondly, sir, I am asking you that which patients are cured from COVID-19? Any chance of further effect by any other bacteria on those weak organs? No, there is no weak organ. Again, he can again affect by COVID also. Not that only other disease, he can affect by the COVID also again. So it is up to him and how he taking the precautions with other diseases. And not only COVID, as I told, here in lockdown condition, one of my colleague, PhD from means West Bengal itself, worked on dengue itself, affected by dengue himself. And he was admitted to hospital, nobody to take care. Nobody is there to go and cannot allow to go inside. He was having hemorrhagic dengue. Platelet become 10,000, below 10,000. So one time I think I cannot take him back to West Bengal again. But lucky he survived from dengue, and he is now well and already back to work. So thank again. So that type of thing can be happen. So we must give our protection. Yes, Miss Shumi Mondal asking, ginger, lemon juice, garlic increase immunity against coronavirus? Yes, ginger, lemon juice, garlic, these are all means immunity power increasing. Garlic increasing the sulfahydryl reaction, ginger, our what you call the throat, etc., giving protection. Lemon juice also giving vitamin C. So all these, honey, these all giving protection. So we can take it. There is no objection of these things. These are all beneficial things, not harmful. But don't take 1 kg of garlic. So if we take 1 kg of garlic, you understand the situation, what will happen. Like our ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate we are giving to all the anemic patients as a medicine per day, 1 tablet, 40 milligram. But if ferrous sulfate taken by 400 milligram, it is dye. It is called Hirakos, one of the great poison. So everything have a limitation. So accordingly you take. Don't take garlic much. Lemon juice, how much you can take. That is not, it will go out. Vitamin C will go out with the urine. But garlic, sulfur, everything may retain long time. So that we have to think, and accordingly we have to check. Dr. Kaustav, they asking, I want to ask why we need only vaccine for COVID-19. Can there be any alternative way to prevent from COVID? No, I told you that there is no such thing that we can develop vaccine. If can develop, that is good. We have to make social distancing. We have to prevent. Prevention is better than cure. Okay. So we have to prevent ourselves. We already learned how to prevent. We have to prevent. We have to wash hand. We have to wear mask. Who can wash hand? If there is no water, how we wash hand? So there are many things happen in the whole world. You can see there are fighting for tissue paper, to buy tissue paper roll. There is fighting for buying mask, fighting for buy the daily needs before lockdown and after lockdown. Many things happen. Sanitizer, they use and start the car burned. So sanitizer used during cooking, hand burn. So this type of many things happen, and we have to learn from this. So accordingly, we have to take precaution. Thank you, Mohan Das, giving compliment. I think next speaker waiting, na sir? Any question? I think no more.
Any more question? May I ask one question?
Okay.
As you are from Southeast Asia, how the Southeast Asian governments like Thailand or Malaysia, how they are dealing with tourism?
No, they closed down. Simple close. Yes,
Any plan
because
to
they
reopen
now still border not open, and if border somebody want to go out like us, we are expected. If we want to go out one way, you can go out for emergency, but cannot come now. If you want to come, you have to test first in the airport. With special flight we are coming, so somebody come, so they have to test in airport, and after that 15 days quarantine, then again test. If okay, then only can go out for work. So these all cost the person have to bear also. So these are many restrictions they have made, and not that easy anybody coming to other country now. Like Australia, they also seal their border. Malaysia also seal their border. But the things are like the food stuff, etc. that are means going on. Means the special cargo flights, cargo ship. Like we don't have the production of potato, onion from Malaysia in Malaysian aspect. In Singapore, they don't have production of pig, as I told. They export from Malaysia, Indonesia. So when Malaysia closed, they're bringing from Indonesia. Malaysia don't have the rice production so much. April, they order India. Last 2 years, they don't order that type of rice. As per Reuters news, they order that type of rice amount to India from Ahmedabad and etc. The rice come to Malaysia because they are dependent on Indian land. Why? Thailand and Indonesia and other countries, they don't release their rice stock. They're keeping for their own. They know that if I give to Malaysia, I may don't have the stock for my lockdown period. So they also keeping, as I told, the ant keep their food inside their hole. Same way, everybody keeping their their country safe, at least, so that it cannot spread. Here, Malaysia actually, in Singapore, many Chinese people come. 30% of the Malaysian is Chinese. They go. They have home in China also. They are relatives in China. In Chinese New Year time, that is the best thing. That time we spread the disease. from China, they go and come back, and that is one of the source of what you call spreading maybe. But they have control. Everybody maintaining and everybody control the things very nicely. I think I answer your question, sir.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I wish that everything comes back to normal very soon.
Yes.
And thank you again, Dr. Poddar, for a very interesting and interactive question answer discussion. And now I request Dr. Kaushiki Chakraborty to introduce our next speakers for the last session, Dr. Soumendra Saha and Dr. Srilekha Saha.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dr. Poddar, for
Yes.
your nice and informative lecture. Thank you, Dr. Poddar. Very
Thank you.
nice and informative lecture.
Welcome, Dr. Soumendra Saha and Sileka Saha. Namaskar.
Yeah, yeah. Namaskar to everyone. Uh, I have a bad news to share. No, no, it's not COVID. It's not COVID. My counterpart, Professor Dr. Srilekha Shah, fell down and she got hurt. So she'll be trying to join us. But anyway, uh, yeah, I have to play the role on my own somehow. My partner running between the wicket is not possible right now. Okay,
Okay.
playing.
That
So,
we're discussing just now, sir. That if COVID is or not there, other disease also may happen. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is we
Anything
have
may
to
happen.
take care of that also.
Anytime,
Okay.
anything may happen. Okay.
Okay. Thank
So
you, sir. Thank you, everybody. And namaskar.
yeah, uh, I have to share the
okay,
slides.
welcome, Dr. Shaha. Welcome, Dr. Shaha. I take this opportunity to introduce Professor Dr. Soumendra Saha. Dr. Saha is consultant sports psychologist and psychobiologist and lifestyle training expert in International University of Business, Agriculture and Technology, Dhaka, Bangladesh. He is a professional exclusively focused on assuring excellence in orienting, teaching, training, and counseling with approximately 26 years of experience in research, personnel management, supervision, leadership skills training, stress management, and self-regulation training. Dr. Shaha worked as consultant expert for the elite national cricket team players in 2011 World Cup cricket tournament and imparted psychological skills trainings to the elite national cricket squad of Bangladesh for the one-day international cricket tournament against New Zealand and Zimbabwe national cricket team. He has more than 92 scientific research literatures in peer-reviewed Scopus indexed journals. This is very unfortunate that Professor Dr. Srilekha Saha will not be able to turn up due to her sudden accident. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah,
Okay. Over to Dr. Saha.
yeah. Okay. So should I share the slide?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I guess something is visible.
Yeah.
Okay. Not sure whether from this distance is it clear? My voice is clear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, no problem. So let us start without wasting more time. Let's start with the proceedings. Yeah. So the topic is health and well-being as a function of sustainability amidst COVID-19 pandemic. Well, now the question is that what is the situation? We are talking about sustainability. Who's going to sustain? Who's more concerned about it? Is that we all are concerned about the world? We are thinking about what is going to happen to the world, or we are really are we heavily concerned about the well-being of the world or sustainability of the world, or we are thinking about ourselves, only about ourselves or our family members, our neighbors, but we are concerned with our surroundings. So probably it is more on sustainability of self. So let's try to make it in a micro level, not a macro level, trying to make it in a unit level. So if I talk about myself and my own close inmates, my family members, their group, then I'm getting into the community, society, and that's how a society, community, whole community, a nation, whole world. That's how things should be coming. Should be coming. So let us talk about the micro level. But what is the real scenario? If we talk about the sustainability, what is the real scenario? Are we really very much concerned about sustainability of the world? That's the question I asked already. It is whatever studies have gone so far in last 6 months, a lot of surveys have gone. Majority, 89% of the people all over the world, as far as the surveys were taken care of by the EU countries, North America, Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia, Indian subcontinent, about 18 large population demographic survey were taken care of, and out of those, the neat result comes like 89% of the population are interested in themselves and their family members and their surroundings. Why? Why people are not that much concerned about the whole family, whole world? Because people are not considering the scenario about the whole world. Probably they are ignorant actually, or they are having lack of information, or some are reckless about the COVID-19 gravity of the COVID-19 situation. Now, basically, it is the question of absence of reality consciousness. A lot of people are not still not taking COVID-19 that seriously, or a lot of others are there, those who are taking it very, very, very seriously. And that's how we get the information from all over the world that after death, even if the person hasn't died out of the COVID-19, people are trying to avoid that dead body. Okay. And although you are the microbiology, biology students, and you are much more aware of that, the source of virus cannot survive, or virus cannot be sprayed from a dead body in that way. That is, COVID-19 virus shouldn't be, as far as I understand, shouldn't be staying nicely, enjoying nicely in a dead body. Rather, the people around surrounding the dead body, if they flock together, if some of them are spreading the virus, that would be a more dangerous scenario. So it is from a alive body more. But still, people are getting horrific, terrible things are doing in the scenario. That shows that people have lack of reality consciousness. But I already told about that. Some of them are daring. A lot of people you see, they are very daring. They are going out without mask, and maybe two or three can, like in a bike, in a motorbike, they are going, and they are doing risky driving because the roads are vacant. They are doing any horrible thing. Not only in West Bengal, Calcutta, or India, or Bangladesh, Indian subcontinent, all over the world. We have seen that in North America, in Europe, and in Australia, New Zealand, a lot of people, and in Japan as well, a lot of people are dancing, going to party, and they are doing everything, hiking, everything they are doing. So we can't we can consider that these things are very, very natural and they should be doing all these things very easily. No, we can't consider these things are very much acceptable. But a lot of others are there. I told about that. A lot of others. Majority of the people are concerned and worried and afraid. Okay. Now we are talking about these people, those who are afraid. Now, obviously, it's because it's in Kolkata. A lot of Bengalis are there, I believe, and they understand this lines. Dubela mororage borbona bhai borbona, ami bhai borbona, bhai borbona. Obviously, it is not my lyrics, and this is a great song. 100 years back, Kavi Guru Rabindranath Thakur spoke about this and wrote these things 100 years back. After 100 years also, this is still so much pertinent in this world, for the Bengalis and for others all over the world. Tubela Monaraki Murpuna Bhai Murpuna. That means people are very much afraid, people are very much concerned. Now the question, who are getting more afraid? Majority of the educated population, they are gathering information from different sources, and so across the world, educated people are more getting afraid. Why? They have the knowledge, they get the information, but the negativity. I'm pointing out, being a psychologist, being a sports psychology and psychobiology expert and health scientist, I'll be paying attention to this scenario. I'm not a biologist, I'm not a microbiologist, so I cannot talk about that. So the area I'm talking about, that the negative approach. Well, the situation is engraved, situation is critical. Everybody definitely needs to accept that, acknowledge that this situation is very much trivial, very much critical. Okay, but still critical. We have gone through lots of critical phases throughout our lives. Okay, and also the human generation has come across millions of years, has faced a lot of troubles. Okay, and in our lives as well, we have seen lots of major crises came to the world, and COVID-19 is not the greatest. Okay, but it is fortunate. It is right now happening. Other things have happened. Majority of us had gone through, but forgot. Okay, even if somebody has faced those things and has faced those critical situations, it was more critical on those times, but now we forgot about that. So the impact of that negativity or impact of that crisis has gone. So now we are thinking that it is more serious or something like it is very dangerous. Well, why people are all over the world, why people are getting more and more worried. Okay, lack of healthcare facilities, yes, that's the particular issue. In different countries, healthcare facilities in so-called developed, and we are not saying developed countries, because lots of countries we have seen that how they face this, how they got into trouble because of faulty decisions and because of faulty lifestyle. I'm paying attention to those things more. So healthcare system is very good, highly developed, but still infrastructures are developed, but people are not that much developed in that sense. So that's how lack of healthcare facilities is not the big issue. Lack of healthcare facilities are issue for us, but or majority of the South Asian and African countries and few other countries as well. But still, it is not very much serious in a lot of the part of the world. And while I told already, in a lot of the part of the world, in critical areas, although we have healthcare problems in India, in Bangladesh, and everywhere, we see that people are partying, people are camping, hiking, enjoying social life. People are going here also in Bangladesh, Dhaka also. We see that people are going out, and a lot of people are going out and enjoying life, trying to enjoy the life as it is. Okay, although majority of them are facing some problems as well. So for us, all of these problems are alarmingly evident. This one and this one as well. So these are alarmingly evident because so the question of social distancing, question of prevention is not there. Dr. Poddar told and everybody told. So this and everybody, all of us know that prevention is the best way of handling things. Now what to do? cleaning everything. That's what quite a few numbers of the cleaning, like I'm not talking about the products, name of the products. So lots of products are showing as commercials. Those are now they are not claiming that 100%. They claim they were, yeah, one decade back they used to say like this 100%. It does everything. Okay, now they're saying 99.99%. They leave maybe one or two stray. They show the image of so many bacteria or something like that. They clean it up, one or two still remains. So they show that because the reality is that nothing can really destroy all the bacteria, viruses. It's not possible, and it is not required as well. Okay, so this is something, and consumption of antioxidants. Yeah, yes, a very important issue. And now buying and consuming immunity boosters sporadically. People are buying and taking. I lived in North America. I lived in Canada for 4.5 years. I was a postdoc in level, and I saw, and also I stayed in the US as well for 5 6 months, and I saw the habit of people, and people are so much uh, fussy about taking antioxidants, lots of multivitamins in the morning, and that creates a lot of problem. And they consume a lot of multivitamins, and that enriches that creates engraves that situation, that creates more allergy or a lot of some problems to them. But still, they are in the habit of taking all these things. So all these things people do in different countries. People do different kind of idiosyncrasies. Okay. So in our countries, in Indian subcontinent, we also saw some idiosyncrasies in different ways, and it happens, and it still is there. But by doing this, trying to clean everything, trying to do everything, washing everything, and trying to make everything sanitized. Okay, consumption of antioxidants, buying and consuming immune boosters like honey and all other materials, whatever it is. People getting worried, they're buying a lot of things, hoarding a lot of things. That's how these industries are making good money, and people are spending a lot of money unusually. Unusually, and obviously, no need to think about those things. No need, maybe logically, they can buy half or one third or even 1/10. A lot of people are buying 10 times more than that. But anyway, this is a habit going on. Us people are not sure about they are not in their own control. They are not sure about themselves, they are not sure about the future. Nobody knows about future. What is going to happen? Well, we didn't know. And what about the fortune tellers? A lot of you probably believe in the fortune tellers in 2020 still. A lot of you believe in the concept of astrology, chemistry, and other things like fortune telling. Well, but still, a lot of scientists, a lot of doctors, I have seen that they are also into this. But whatever it is that in in the beginning of 2020 or the end of 2019, by and large, lots of astrologers, palmists, and other and the predictors, those who predict the future, fortune tellers, whatever they say, it is going absolutely in the wrong way. Okay, absolutely. So at least people should have a little bit of basic intelligence to understand that in 2020 you don't need to go through this some unscrupulous or some illogical things. You need to be more realistic and more practical in your life. So, task difficulty and luck. Well, still people will talk about luck. Still people will be talking about task difficulty. Well, if you in cricket and in football, any match, you know they do tossing. You may ask the question. Well, there is a question of luck over there. Yes, chance factor. If you toss a coin, head, tail, the chance of if the coin is totally balanced, that's what they make. Okay, if you, uh, uh, if you toss the coin, there is a chance of 50% chance of falling head and 50% chance of falling tail. It should happen like this, but it doesn't happen. You don't know when it is going to fall as head or in your favor or tail in your against or tail in your favor, whatever it is. So there's a chance factor. Chance factor issue is there. But yes, why should you believe in that chance factor only? You have millions of reasons to discard that chance factor and pay attention to your abilities, resources, your strategies, your potentialities. But still, lots of us, though even if they are having higher level of cognitive efficiency and also they are very much vast experience, still they succumb to this kind of crisis because of their lack of control, lack of self-control. They think that everything is controlled by some external resources, external power or something like that. Task difficulty and luck. So, but these people, whenever they fail in something, they speak about task difficulty. Whenever they are failure, they talk about luck. But whenever they win or whenever they become successful, they never say that the task was difficult, and they never say that the task was easy, that's why I could win. Or I was lucky that's why I could be successful. They only point out these task difficulty and luck factors when they are failure. So that's a tendency of negativity. And there are other people, also lots of people are there, they rely on their own ability. They think that no matter whatever they have, how much they can perform, they will put their not 40%, not 50%, 60%, they will put their 100%. 100% of effort and they will try to utilize that up to their, they will try to perform up to their ability. Okay. Now if Indian soccer team plays against Brazil, okay, Brazil soccer team, obviously you understand that ability of the Indian soccer players are not matching in any way, but they can put their 100% effort. Okay, if that happens, well, probably I think some of you are here. Those are even older than us, and also at our age. Age are there. Mohan Bagan team in 1977 played against Cosmos. Cosmos team of Phil. Well, we all know that that was a friendly match, and that was the Cosmos didn't play all out. They showed their skill 5 to 10 times in the whole match of 90 minutes. 5 to 10 times they showed their ability. In the first attack, they scored one goal. Alberto scored a goal from a pass from Pele. And there was no answer from Mohan defense or Mohan players. It was Scotland, just it was a spellbound activity. Well, thereafter, Mohan defense played up to their potential. Okay. So and then thereafter what happened? Mumbai scored a goal. It was 1-1. And in the second half, in the first half, Pele got a direct free kick and he kicked it, a rainbow shot. It was a marvelous shot. And Shivaji Banerjee was the goalkeeper. He jumped towards his left and it was a brilliant save. And Pele himself said that he was sure that it is going to go to goal. He said that I scored more than 300 goals shooting like that. And this boy, this man, the goalkeeper, must be the excellent most player I've seen. So there are few great performances were there. And after halftime, Shantava scored a brilliant goal. So I'm talking about finally it was 2-2 fine. And I told already in 90 minutes, then 8 to 10 great moves were there, but two moves were kind of speechless, spellbound moves, and Cosmos scored 2 goals out of that. But 6, 7 moves were blocked, or there were great performance from Mohan Bagan as well, because all the players of Mohan Bagan put their 100% or yeah, colloquially you say 200%. Okay, although their ability was very less compared to the players of Cosmos, but they put their 100%. And for Cosmos, obviously they were much more better able, but they played 30%, 40% of their effort. Okay, so they wanted to enjoy the match, friendly match, something like that. So that's how I'm talking about. Those who are champions, those are top players, those are top performers, those who have their control on their own. They never say that if they get defeated, they don't say that we are unlucky. They say that, well, our ability is not up to that level, or we didn't put our 100% effort, or even if we put our 100% effort, we are not able to match with that competition. So that's how honestly, sincerely they express themselves. So these people know about their own potential. Okay, but now I'm paying attention to a few things like Facebook or face to face. So now for one decade, people are more getting engaged into social media. Okay, even if people are side by side sitting and communicating, they are even on in a restaurant. We see husband and wife are sitting and they are watching their phone. They are not talking, and that's how it is something Facebook controlled lifestyle, not face to face anymore. So this is a selfie dominated world. Okay, that's what we can think. Well, now in the selfie dominated world, if we talk about Mona Lisa, what would be the change in Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa would dress like this, or she would be interested in having a selfie on her own. Okay, now, or in COVID situation, unsmiling Mona Lisa, something like that. Okay, so these are the situations. Now, look at this. In Europe, somewhere, everybody's head is down. Okay, and everybody's focused into everything. Okay, they are not paying attention to the social relationship. There is no question of social distancing, okay, but there is no question of social relationship. They all are focused into their phone, okay. That was the scenario. That is the scenario everywhere, okay. That was the scenario until 2019 and 19A, until March 2019 in a lot of areas, okay. And still now the same situation we are facing in our home. We are confined to our home, but we are thinking about, we are not accepting social distancing. We are facing problems with social distancing. We are already socially distant. Okay, we are already socially secluded from we are, maybe we are close by socially, physically, but social proximity, physical proximity wise, maybe we are close, but actually social face-to-face contact or face-to-face communications were already abolished. So these were not normal situation. These are not normal situations still, but still we are not happy because of that. What we get, we are not happy with that. Well, now few things I'm going to be talking on stress and causes of stress, because a lot of people are thinking about stress, depression, and all the things. Well, although in psychology, depression, anxiety, and tension, a lot of people, majority of people I have seen that people are talking about, I'm very much depressed, but we see that there is a question of tension, and people are talking about I'm very much anxious, but we see that some kind of disheartenment. So depression, anxiety, tension, people talk together, and also stress. But if we talk about, for common man's view, if we talk about stress, stress always involves struggle for existence and survival crisis. Well, none of us are going to face, sky is not going to fall on anybody's head, okay? And tsunami is not going to get affected everywhere, okay? And Vesuvius is not, volcanic eruptions is not going to happen, earthquake is not going to happen, tigers are not going to chase, or dinosaurs are not going to chase. Whatever is the survival crisis, we are not going to face at all. Struggle for existence, majority of us are not facing at all. Okay, but still we are apprehending. Okay, trouble, who doesn't have? Everybody has trouble, but we also have the skill to handle the trouble. Time management is the best, most important issue. We are not paying attention. Well, Bill Gates, if we talk about Donald Trump, Bill Gates, Narendra Modi, whoever it is, whoever it is, I'm talking about any top performer, Amitabh Bachchan, and Professor Dr. Charuchandra Saha, and Dr. Kaushik Chakraborty, and the so-called rat picker, all the students of Charuchandra College, everywhere, everybody in this world are having same richness. Everybody has 24 hours time. Everybody has 24 hours time. 24 into 60, that means 1440 minutes into 60. That means it's like 86,000 something. It should be like this milliseconds or seconds. Okay. So whatever it is, that time is given to everyone. Now, question is how much you are using the time properly, how much you are managing the time properly, or how much you are misusing or abusing your time. If you misuse and abuse your time, or at some point of time, you'll be seeing that you are in time pressure. Okay, and that can create a problem. But you cannot raise fingers to others because you wouldn't utilize your time properly. So tensions are there, somatic tension, cognitive tension, whatever. Everything is there for everyone, but it is giving you more trouble if somebody is very rigid. Very rigid means if somebody is not ready to change himself or herself. Changes are the way of life. If you are living, that means in every millisecond you need to change. Your perspective changes. Okay. So whatever it is, these are the situations. And so if somebody is more restless, it is more problem. Okay. And emotional overloading. Okay. That's also big problem for a lot of people. Why you are keeping your emotional problems on top of that one by one, one by one? Why? You have to release, you have to minimize, you have to forget few things, you have to consider few things are not important in your life. And sense of insecurity, sensitiveness, sluggishness, shyness, all these are there. Whatever is this, we're talking about all too many negative things. Too many negative things already we have discussed, and too many negative things are being discussed everywhere. So negative stress is distress. Okay. Stress could be of two types. Okay. Negative stress, that is distress or disturbing stress. Okay. But stress also could be positive. Eustress. That is challenging stress. Okay. And suppose your team has scored a goal, or you got a maybe you got a wicket, so you are enjoying this, and that's you are getting so many positiveness. Okay, and also the question of you stress is somebody is ready to challenge the situation, whatever it is. Now, talking few things. Well, I have to talk a little bit fast. Okay, so I'm talking. So few things. I'm just saying difference between distressful feeling and eustressful feeling. Okay. Now, those who are in distressful feeling, those who are always in distressful feeling, they have a negative perspective. They perceive problems among all sorts of opportunities. If you are given, a lot of people are given a lot of opportunities, some of them are there available. They find out problems in those opportunities. While others are there, few others are there, they find out opportunities in all the difficulties and challenges and problems. So whenever they face challenges, whenever they face crises, difficulties or problems, they find out opportunities. They are the eustressful champions. Okay. Now, rigid people, I told already, rigid people, they are not ready to change. They are more prone to distress. While these eustressful people are more cognitively flexible. They are very much flexible. So they handle these things very easily. They are very much flexible in their lifestyle, and they think alternatives. Although they are capable of finding out alternative ways to resolve the problems. Okay. Time management problem increases for distressful people. Well, time constraint. If they see that those who are challengers, if they see that time is less for them and task is more, they feel enjoyment. They actually feel thrilling. They know that one task must be done and in 20 minutes. Okay, they have 12 minutes. The 20 minutes task they need to finish in 12 minutes. They feel thrilled. Rather, others will get parted, emotionally parted and gone actually. So these are the differences. The feeling of insecurity increases, more distress, while these stressful people always feel secure and positive. And so, and they get easily frustrated. They never feel frustrated, and they never. These people, sensitive people, are more prone to face distress, and Useful people ignores any sort of conflicts and other problems and decide very fast. So negative approach, they always have negative approach and negative attitude to everything. While useful people always have positive approach and positivity in every sense. So, and negative people always have apprehension of failure. They always apprehend, should I attempt? Should I attempt? If I fail, they think like that. So first they consider that they are going to fail. So negative expectancy, they always expect some negative or bad things are going to happen to them. Cannot accept any challenge. While these guys enjoy challenging and critical situations. Few more details about those. Just few more. These guys have loss of attentional focus. They cannot maintain the study or whatever it is. They cannot pay attention to those things. And these guys always anticipate achievements of success, so they remain focused. These guys lack in self-confidence. These are always confident and they enjoy alert, attentive situation when they need to be attentive. Suppose a wicket keeper, suppose a goalkeeper, suppose a guy who's in the border security force, ready. So all these guys are very much like this. Sorry. Only best. Okay, so whatever is that is happening. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so uncontrolled emotionality, I said, and confident and independent in nature, and they can shrug off emotional crisis. So they just don't care for any emotional crisis. Anything negative, anything problematic, they just shrug it off and they go ahead with whatever is available resources. These guys face a lot of psychobiological, psychophysiological, or psychosomatic crisis, sleep disturbance, stiffness in pain and neck and back, and passive tension and headache, gastrointestinal trouble, indigestion, constipation, and hyperacidity. All these things they face. That these guys, they don't have any psychosomatic complication, and they enjoy being in stress. But now I'll be talking about few areas of resolution of crisis. Having positive attitude all the way, trying to find out opportunities out of crisis, trying to find out areas of challenges, areas of values in the problem. That's the that's the positive attitude. Try to find out goodness in everything is the positive attitude. Awareness of self. A lot of us are thinking about ourselves. We know everything about ourselves. Absolutely, this is wrong concept. We don't know ourselves. If have we been more aware of ourselves, then we wouldn't have any problem. Okay, if somebody is very much aware of himself or herself, this person will have no problem at all because he knows or she knows his or her own abilities and limitations and will act accordingly, and also knows about the surroundings and should act accordingly. Time management, punctuality, all these things we discuss. Proper exercise habits. I'll be showing something to you guys. The exercise habits and food habit. Well, pizza, burger, hot dog, sandwiches, all the fast foods and everything. And now is the question of chorjoldi. Okay, chorjoldi food. Okay, the fast food and Maggi and all other things. 2 minutes you can prepare in a cup noodle. You put hot water, and these things are very nicely propagated, very nicely commercial advertisements are there, and very nicely people are accepting those things. And these all are very bad habits. Very absolutely bad habits. Everybody knows that. Everybody should know that. But still, people are following all these things, and people are having all the crisis, fatty acid, fatty liver problems in metabolic crisis in different sense, the problems of pancreas and everything, and then people are blaming them on others. Okay, so these are all faulty living habits. Sleep hygiene. Well, we know that majority of people now are nocturnal people, but our body and our circadian rhythm, our biological clock is made in different way, and we are inheriting our genetic codes. Those are saying that after evening and after night, well, you cannot remain awake for long. after 10, 11, 12, 13, this not 13 means 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., people are awake. So that's how your cortisol level changes, circadian rhythm changes, biology clock gets altered. So, and your these all have hideous effect on your metabolic system, and these create lot of situations ready for infections and all other things and all other crises. And people are not worried at all about those things. People are doing quality life, maintaining quality lifestyle, but people are still getting worried about getting affected by COVID. If you do wrong things, then only if you don't follow disciplined lifestyle, you may have fear, but there's no way you cannot get sick. So now it's a common concept over there. Fear. For fear, if it is less sympathetic activation, fear happens over there. Less sympathetic activation and also less parasympathetic activation. With fear we can see. But if there is a high parasympathetic activation but no sympathetic activation, then rest and digest can happen. But high sympathetic activation takes us and no parasympathetic involvement takes us to fight or flight situation. But if we talk about this angle over there, where high sympathetic and high parasympathetic engagements are there, you feel excitement. Well, this model is a very simplified model. And based on that, Hugo Lewin made this cube of emotion in 2011. It's a great one, and you'll be getting all these things. Maybe probably you'll have all these things. I think Dr. Chakraborty will provide everything to you guys. So these are shame and humiliation has some kind of situation where we can see that we see that there is no adrenaline, noradrenaline involvement, and also no involvement of dopamine and no involvement of serotonin. Well, if those things are adrenaline and dopamine is very low, serotonin level is very high, then it can happen. It can increase content, feeling of content, disgust, everything. Okay, so that's how I think that the model is being prepared. You see all these things, and I'm not talking about all the domains. You can see all this thing. You can find out everything based on this cube of emotion. These basic emotion and serotonergic, dopaminergic, and noradrenergic or adrenergic changes are derived already, and obviously these are not hypothetical models. These are already derived models, and based on those and based on which is psycho evolutionary theory of basic emotions, this the feelings of optimism and the breakage of this, what are the joy, breakage of those things, factors, what are the factors that engaged, all these are given. But obviously, these are a little bit complicated. I'm not pondering a lot on that. I'm showing something that makes it better. Based on their emotions, people feel sensations in different parts of their body. These are not hypothetical. And lots of you see the bodies and having according to bodies, and they have different kind of feelings, and also concomitant changes in serotonergic, dopaminergic, and noradrenergic or adrenergic changes are there. So in next slide, if I talk about neutral, somebody in a neutral state of feeling. Okay, neutral state of feeling means are you feeling bad, or are you feeling good, or what's that? It is kind of in Bengali চলে যাচ্ছে. Okay, so if you ask anybody how's everything, চলে যাচ্ছে. So this চলে যাচ্ছে kind of feeling is here, where you can see serotonergic, dopaminergic, and noradrenergic levels are in a moderate level. Okay, so based on those things, if I talk about negativity, okay, or negative aspects of life, depression. If we talk about depression, it is something like this. I'm just going through very fast these things. Sadness, well, should be having like this. Shame should be having changes like this. These are explanatory like this. And now if we talk about, these are less intense feelings of negativity. Now if we talk about more intense feelings of negativity, disgust should have something like this. Anxiety, low serotonin, low dopamine, but high noradrenaline. Fear is combined with serotonin, but dopamine is high in fear and noradrenaline low. Anger has serotonergic level low, but dopamine and noradrenaline high. These are intense feelings of negativity. Okay. Now, positivity. What about the positivity? Surprise. Serotonergic level high, dopamine and noradrenaline. Dopamine low, but noradrenaline is also high. Happiness has got high serotonergic, high dopaminergic, but low noradrenaline. Love. Okay. Be it romantic or be it feeling of your love in any sense. Serotonin, dopamine, and moderate level of noradrenaline. Pride has everything high. Okay. Pride is optimism in the end. In this something, these are the feelings of positivity. Well, this is the physics uh, will of emotion. If, if you see that will of emotion, based on that, hypothetically, all changes are being painted over this sadness, and it's all about content. This is all about fear or surprise, and now fear here is anger. If you look about the anger and fear, difference is that dopaminergic activities is more in both, and also serotonergic activities less. But in fear, noradrenergic activities less, but in anger or aggression, it is going high. Okay, these are the changes. Serenity has dopaminergic and serotonergic activity high, while low activation of noradrenergic activity, no involvement. Now, same thing for joy, trust, and love. In this, little bit of increment in adrenaline or noradrenaline is what there, but whatever is joy, anticipation, optimism. I told about the pride and optimism, the combination of those. Now, based on those things, in the cardiovascular science, the relationship between our mind, emotionality, and cardiovascular science has been discussed a lot, and a great theory has been developed out of those. We based on a lot of researches, the assumptions now sound like that. We need to pay attention to a few things. Physical domain. Obviously, not in corona situation, for everyone living, for anyone, it doesn't irrespective of the age. Maybe 2 years, 3 years, up to 102 years. Everybody should be physically active. Physical flexibility. Physically, how much you are flexible, how much you have endurance, cardiovascular or muscular endurance, your strength, all these are absolutely important phenomena. Mental domain, that mentally how much flexible. That means how easily you can negate something, or how easily you can accept something, and you just get accommodated with that, or how easily you can bypass with something. That if you see a bouncer comes to you, you can avoid it like this, or you can hook it like this. It's up to you what you are going to do it. But you need to have a flexibility for that. Attentional span and high ability to focus and incorporation of multiple points of view all are in mental domain. Whereas in emotional domain, obviously, in mental domain we said that what that mental flexibility, that means in cognitive and perceptual flexibility also. Here emotional flexibility only and positive outlook. That means finding out opportunities, finding out values in among crises, among difficult areas. This is positive outlook and self-regulation. These are emotional area of emotional domains. Okay. Now spiritual domain is, I'm not talking about spiritual means theism. I'm talking about spiritual means our our own integration in the bodies in our system. Spiritual flexibility. That means how much you are integrated and commitment to values. How much you are paying. We pay attention to our moral values and other things, ethical consensus. Okay, and tolerance of others' values and beliefs. That is very important. That's what we are missing from the world. That's tolerance and tolerance in every sense, and also paying attention to others' beliefs and values. Now, all these things together in the domain of resilience, in between we see the coherence. If all these things are there, then a person becomes coherent and emotionally resilient. Resilient means can fight anything at any moment at any point of situation. These are based on these research papers. I'm talking about whatever I spoke. I spoke about those things. Okay. Now look at other things. Okay. We spoke about a lot of negative things. Just paying attention to something positive. Okay. I guess yes. Yes, boy, you have to stop. Okay. Now, well, now look at this. Probably you guys enjoyed this music. This music is older than me. Footsteps of Shadows Group. Okay, older than me. That is sustained. The music is sustaining for more than 60 years. Okay, like this lady, she's 94 years old, and look at her stretchability. She can all beat any top quality gymnast or maybe dancer, ballet dancers of 20 years to 22 years old. Okay, but she is 94. Okay, so these are the values of sustainability. Who cares for any crisis if at this age anyone can achieve this? Now, if you look at that, somebody is flying. You may not know who's that. That's mine. That's me. Okay. So if you can fight like this, obviously you can dare to do anything. In modern living, we are talking about few indices of activity and healthy living. If you want to know about how healthy you are, you may pay attention to body mass index. A lot of people talk about body mass index. That is what is the equation of that? The formula is weight. How much is your weight? Body weight. You just calculate just check your body weight in kg divided by your height. If you are tall, obviously in meter, you have to find out in meter. So weight in kg divided by meter square. That's how you get body mass index. A lot of people consider it very important, but absolutely it is not important because body mass index cannot give you predict the correct kind of situation, but corpulence index or control index can give you lean mass level and also and the muscularity and everything very easily. And this corpulence index or control index is what? Same thing like body mass index. Body mass index is considering not the square, it is considering the cubic. Okay. So weight in kg divided by height in meter cube. Okay. Whatever is the height in meter cube of that. So that's how you can find out ponderal index and you can find out actually in which level you are. So if you see those jigs, you see this is a big body and this is a big body and also this is small body. Okay, it depends on your choice. What which one you if you follow wrong, if you take wrong food, then you cannot be in a proper way. Okay, so just see what can happen to you if you are in a prolonged sitting condition. See, if you are in a prolonged sitting condition, then few things may happen like this. You have to know whether you're sitting like this, particularly in this situation when you are in home, confined to home. A lot of people are doing, but when people were not confined in home, also these people had these problems. These problems are there. Sitting for a longer period is a problem for for few decades. We have seen the records are saying in health science it is being hold that the since 1970s it has increased a lot, and with the invention of IT industries it has increased like huge. Okay, so you have to see, you have to work, you have to see, you have to pay attention to things, but obviously you need to move. You need to move a lot. Okay, now after the question of prolonged sitting, now you need to know a lot of you are seniors are lot of seniors are here. A lot of the seniors are not going to do a lot of exercise and a lot of exercises that all young people can do. But This walking. See the muscles involved in walking activity. Engagement of the muscles, and by virtue of that, the engagement in the abdominal muscles and all through the body, and also circulation upward goes to the heart and brain. These all are over there. Okay, now push up. Anybody can get it done in home. Anybody. Anybody means those who are 12 years plus up to their age of 92, 95, 96, because I know few people, those who are 95, 96 plus, and they still do push-up, but you need to know what are the correct push-up situations. If we get another chance later on, we'll be talking about exercise only. Now, if we talk about advanced home workout, what is that? See, there are the different situations of advanced home workout situations. Okay, these are the advanced areas. Well, now, we'll stop about this. Now, I'll be showing something, physical demonstration. I'll take five more minutes to finish, because I started, the time I started, I think I deserve 6 or 7 minutes. I need to come out here. I guess everybody can see me. Is that? Not sure whether everybody can see me. Yeah. So
Yes.
suppose exercise. Okay. Now, if I do exercise, do I need to have huge weight? Suppose this is not a huge weight. You can do these exercises like this. Okay, you can do, but you don't have this. Then what you are going to do? Well, these are 2 bottles, 2 liters bottles. I'm not asking you to do this. Few of you can do that, but it's only 2 kgs. 2 liters means 2 kgs. But for a muscle man, or those are heavily trained individuals, those who would like to go to gym, just keep your hands like this. 2 kgs, 2 kgs. Keep your hands like this and stay like this for 1 minute. Stay like this for 1 minute. It is isometric contraction. And you are working on your back muscle, your shoulder muscle, your deltoid muscle, your biceps, your triceps, your upper forearm, and both ways you are doing all these things, and also you are working on your low back. Everywhere you are working, you stay like 1 minute, and after 1 minute, you put it down and just wait for 10 seconds, 1 second, 1 minute. If you do it for 4 sets like this, you'll understand. I bet that anybody who's 20, 25 years old, or 18 to 20 years old, young boy or young girl who's very much interested in physical activities will love it. And you can embrace it. Okay, no problem. So this is isometric contraction. You don't have any equipment. If you have this, these are very popular now. If you can buy it, fine, no problem. Then you can do training like this. Okay, it can give you 20 kgs plus. It can give you, and you have to go full range, something like this. Okay, but how we are going to buy it? Well, now everything is closed, you cannot buy it. Fine, no problem. You stick to your hands, stick to your whole body. Well, this hand has biceps muscle and triceps muscle. Both hands are there, but they have enmity. Now you hold. All of you can try like this. Look at me. This is something. By this hand is pulling up, biceps training. This hand is pushing down. So triceps. So that's how, just like this. Keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. More. Huge, more. So you see that there is no change in my, the muscle length is not changing. But can you see that with the pressure, I'm training. because I train with 20 kgs of weight. I use 20 kgs of weight. The pressure I'm putting on my biceps muscle is more than 20 kgs, and also triceps muscle is more than 20 kgs. If you stay like this is isometric contraction. You do it 1 minute and give a 10 minutes, 10 seconds break. 1 second, 1 minute, 10 seconds break. 1 second, 1 minute, 10 seconds break. You do it for 5 days. You'll understand that you'll see that your muscles are formatted. This is isometric conduction, the best way to develop strength in your body and get it into shape. And for muscles, what you need, don't need to go to any top quality gymnasium, very costly gymnasium. I know all the gymnasiums in Southeast Asia, South and Southeast Asia, because we are in Malaysia for 9 years. We have seen over 200 in Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Vietnam, and everywhere, and also all over the India and Bangladesh. We have seen more than 5,000 top quality gymnasiums. All are not working. All are not working. Okay, good. They are making good money. Okay, but the trainers, they are not trained with exercise physiology background or biomechanics background. They don't have the sports physiotherapists or exercise physiotherapists. They have some physiotherapists, some sport physiotherapists or something like that. Some of them also say muscle, not even muscle. They don't talk about hypertrophy. They don't know about the hypertrophy. Okay, these concepts are not there. Muscle metabolism questions are not there. Okay, but they still train and they sell a lot of whey protein. Okay, so that's how things are running everywhere. People, some money men are earning a lot of money. Some guys are training over there. Trainers are getting good money, fine. And a lot of majority of the people are going over there, spending money, and they are doing activities like home. Okay, but few of you are very serious. You are doing in the gym, going in gym. You are doing that. If you can't go to the gym, no problem. Do these things. Suppose if you have a ball, can you see this ball? I think exercise ball, you guys can see. Well, if I can put it like this, well, stay like this. Stay, take your one leg up. You can put some weight over here. Stay like this. Stay like this. Okay. Obviously, if you can stay like this or stay like this in any position, staying like this, any position, if you stay for more than 30 seconds, that means you can do it. More than 1 minute, you are going to advanced level. More than 1.5 minutes, you are already in advanced level. You have to make it challenging. So if you can do it like this, take this ball down, take your legs out, okay? Or you do it like this and take your one leg up. In one leg, you are doing like this. These are the things, a lot of other things you can do. And if I take the ball down, well, you can see the chair. Well, with the chair, you can do quite a few number of exercises. Okay? And you can make it difficult. You can put your legs on the ball. Yeah. Okay. You can take your legs on the ball and you can do the exercise like this. Okay? So you're making it difficult for you. Okay. Now, one more thing I'll show you for abdominal muscles. I'm not sure whether you can see it. Well, this is a roller, ab roller. Yeah, ab rolling. Okay. This is ab rolling. Okay. See, if you can do it, this is the activity. For your knees, protecting your knees, you have to keep something and you can do it in any direction. You can go slowly, do it slowly, slowly, slowly. Stay like this and return back. If you do it fast like this, fast, very fast, very fast. it is not that much useful. Do it slowly, 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 slowly. Stay over there and return back. If I go full length, then I think you guys cannot see. Suppose you don't have this. Well, if you don't have this, no problem. Don't try with this. It can break. Okay. Don't try with this. Do it. Putting your hand like this, step by step. Suppose I'm here, going up. Suppose here, going up like this. So you have to make it difficult for you. That's how you can usually easily make it more critical and more challenging for you. Okay, so these are the few things. Obviously, you have to consume proper food, healthy diet, and you have to sleep properly, at least for 8 hours every night, and also on time, not at 2 a.m. and follow disciplined lifestyle. You can make your life better and you can enjoy. And if you can enjoy, if you can perform your work, if you can manage your time, 24 hours time properly, then you, from like the baby with the music I showed, you'll be keeping on dancing. Okay. And everything will be going away. COVID-19 and related problem, pandemic, crisis. Crisis is there everywhere. Crisis is natural. Crisis should come to your life. And what they say, what is said, Nishidin bhorsa rakish hobei hobe. Tagore said 100 years back. Nishidin bhorsa rakish hobei hobe. In Western world, they say what? They say when going getting tough gets going. Okay, going getting is tough gets going. So that's all it is. You have to be tough. You have to be so challenging, so powerful, so perfect that everybody will see that you can challenge all the challenges. Be prepared for that. You are capable. Okay, you are capable. You have to believe in that. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Professor Shaha. Very nice, informative, and refreshing session. Really excellent. So, few questions, as we are running short of time, few questions are there for you. Well, I'll start with the question of Dr. Shondip Poddar. Very interesting question. Which is more preferable term, social distancing or physical distancing?
Physical distancing, yeah. See, distancing in this situation absolutely important. But I'm talking that people are crying that they have to stay in the home. It's a Maslow's law. Maslow said that social, in any case, at some point of time, you have social needs. You have to be socially engaged. People are socially engaged already. People are totally socially engaged. When they were capable of going out, we have seen, because we stayed in Malaysia for 9 years, and we have seen, and you have seen, and everywhere in the world you visit and we visit, we see that small kids, well, had we been three of us, we had three brothers, had we been there in any area, we could make it massacre. Now three not. If you get 30 boys and girls sitting somewhere, you get tick, 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 sound, pin drop silence, because everybody is heavily engaged in cell phone or something like that. So they are socially engaged like that. So if they are confined to their home, how does it matter? It doesn't matter. So physically they are obviously in distance. They should be in distance situation. They should accept it casually. They shouldn't feel depressed out of that. That's what is our point. Okay.
Next question.
Yeah. Is there any difference in cortisol and norepinephrine during stress and distress? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Cortisol level, actually corticosteroid, as far as the researches are there, it shows that cortisol should shoot up two times in a day. early and 6 to 8 hours, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning and in the evening as a whole, okay, as well. But norepinephrine, if you talk about norepinephrine, it is not based on diurnal variation. It is not based on the circadian rhythm. Okay, and obviously circadian rhythm can predict a lot of things, but the question of that, your cognitive way of, your cognitive motivational or cognitive emotional way of thinking, your perspective. Well, I'm showing, if you want to say something like this, I'm trying to show you something regarding the perspective. If I want to say, just I'm taking just a few seconds. Yeah, I got it. Just perspective, change in perspective can cause a lot of things. Just you see what you see. What do you see? Anybody sees that? What is this? 6. I think you guys see 6. Is it? Are you seeing 6? Or you're seeing 9?
9.
Okay. So if you see 9 here, 6 here, or if I put it like this, you can also see 1, Bengali 1. Can you see that Bengali 1? There's a version of like this,
Yes.
Bengali 1, yeah, 9, 9, 6, Bengali 1, whatever it is. Objectively, it is a sign. Objectively, it is a sign, but your subjective perspective, the way you are also right, I'm also right, everyone is right, but it's like blind people are watching elephants. Okay, blind people, one blind people hold the leg, felt that it's like a pillar, and somebody hold the task, thought about that it's like a bamboo, and somebody hold the tail, thought about it's like a snake or it's like a rope. Okay, so that's how everybody is correct, but nobody could get the whole configuration. So we need to know the whole perspective. That's the problem. We need to know others' perspective. That's what I said, that it is very much important in our integration, that we need to believe in others. Suppose I don't know few things, Dr. Kaushik Chakraborty knows, Dr. Shumon knows, and Dr. Poddar knows, and all of you, those who are over there in biological aspect, in microbiological aspect, you know a lot of things, and also in psychology. A lot of you I may learn a lot of things from you in psychology. The questions you are asking, also giving me some experience. This is something. Yes, morally sensitive people have distress, but does we conclude that sensitivity is a negative aspect of one's character? No, 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 no. No, sensitive means, well, you have to, everything in psychology, everything is relative. Okay. Today, you are sensitive for something, for some issue. Okay. Tomorrow, you are not sensitive probably for that issue. So the day has changed and your experience has changed. You interact with some people, so your sensitivity to the same issue has changed. So it is relative term, okay. But the question is that if somebody becomes hypersensitive to everything, this is the question. You cannot be hyper rigid. You need to be rigid in something. Suppose somebody says that Monali Chakraborty, yeah, Monali, you need to change your name from Monali to Mona. You may be very rigid. Well, no, Monali is a name given by my dad or mom or maybe my grandma, and I am not going to change it. It is Monali. I'll keep it Monali. No, you have to change it to Mona. You may say that no, no way. You are rigid over there, but it doesn't mean that you are rigid in every sense. On that perspective, on that point of discussion, you were rigid, and you had definite right to be rigid on that issue. But in other issues, you may not be. You may be very flexible. You may not be rigid at all. Similarly, so sensitivity, you may be sensitive for some issue, or particularly at that moment. It may change on our other days. Okay. So it is something, if we know that somebody is sensitive to everything, hypersensitive to everything, and cannot tolerate anything, and then obviously we need to discuss, or maybe he or she needs to interact with people to minimize the sensitivity of few things that disturbs the person more. Okay, in one sense, everybody has psychological problem. In other sense, nobody has any psychological problem. So it is something relative. Okay, so you have to just pay attention in that way. So nothing is very bad. Okay, negative aspect, yes, negative. Relatively, you to you today is negative. Maybe tomorrow you may find out a reason to accept that. So this is something.
I think no more question. This is a compliment for you. Okay.
Okay. If no, Kerry asked one thing. I
Yeah,
think
yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I'm showing it.
something. Yeah, I can see your full dedication, Dr. Shah, through your slides. Okay, explanation and even physical exercise, practical. Okay, fine, Kerry, no problem. Okay, so if we get chance, maybe one day, from Dr. Srilekha will be there and she will show something more, and we may get more into exercise issues, different kind of exercise issues, and the relative importance of these things. Okay, and stay safe. Everybody stay safe. Do exercise. That's all it is. Okay. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot, Professor Shah. Thank you.
You
Next.
too, everyone in Charuchandra College, everyone. Well, I have to keep one slide. I didn't put that. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Anyway, thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'd like to invite Dr. Suparna Sen to conclude the session, Coordinator IQSC, Charuchandra College, and for formal vote of thanks.
The two-day webinar on sustainability amid the COVID-19 pandemic comes to an end today. It has been a truly intriguing session, and my heartfelt thanks are due to the speakers who spoke yesterday as well as today, Dr. Subhati Das and Dr. Sandip Poddar, and today Professor Shaumendu Shaha. And yesterday, we also had Professor Ratnadeep Ganguly. They spoke on all different aspects of this COVID pandemic, the economic effects of the pandemic, and Dr. Subhati Das spoke on mass diagnosis and how to do the new normal together. And there was also a very interesting session by Dr. Shaumendu Shaha, and especially his physical demonstration of exercises, the live demonstration rather, was totally fascinating. We have all been thoroughly enriched. They spoke on different subjects, gave us hope that we will together overcome this pandemic, and we have been totally refreshed and enriched by the valuable lectures. My grateful thanks to them once again for sharing their precious time and knowledge with us. My thanks are also due to the botany and zoology departments of Charuchandra College for coming up with this such an innovative idea of a webinar on such a pertinent topic, and very very interesting session has been held. And my heartfelt thanks are also due particularly to the two coordinators, Shumon and Kaushiki, for working so hard to make this webinar a successful one, and also for dealing with the technical issues so efficiently. Our teacher in charge, Professor Anuradha Ghosh, has also been very cooperative, and thanks are also due to her. And finally, thanks are also due to all the participants who, together with their active interest and questions on this seminar, contributed towards making it a very successful one. I thank them all, and I once again thank the speakers for their very interesting sessions, for their very interesting speeches, which has helped all to be more knowledgeable about the pandemic and learn methods and ways of how to try and overcome it, and or rather or how to face this pandemic and remain positive, but at the same time remain cautious. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, Dr. Sen. And from both days session, it is very much clear that stalling all activities is no solution anymore, and we have to sustain. And to sustain, along with all our civilization, economy, environment, all these, we have to contribute more. We have to use stress, and we have to contribute, we have to change our outlook, and if contribute to more towards our health, scientific research, education, economy, and environment also. And so we have to adapt a new normal lifestyle. Only we can withstand with the new normal lifestyle in this situation. And we will be ending this webinar with a concluding video welcoming the new normal. So stay tuned. But before uh, before that, we at Charuchandra College wish all the speakers, all the participants, and everybody else good health and safety at these trying times. And whoever is sick, we wish them speedy recovery. Over to Dr. Chakraborty.
Yes, we wish them speedy recovery for all who are sick at present. And I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Teacher in Charge, Professor Anuradha Ghosh, our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Suparna Sen, for giving us permission to organize this webinar. I must have to convey my thanks to my colleagues, departmental colleagues, and to all my beloved students of Charuchandra College, without whose motivation and support, we think that we could not have been possible. It could not have been possible to organize this webinar. So, a big thanks for them. Well, Dr. Das, you can just proceed for the audiovisual presentation for New Normal. Welcome to New Normal. So please be with us for a small audiovisual presentation. After that, today is the end of the session. Okay, good night and stay safe, stay at home.
Full screen share, please. Full screen, please.